It's day 19 of my Insanity, what do you call it, Insanity Rip series? I've forgotten already. I sincerely apologize that this was supposed to be like 5 days in between these, and now I think I'm getting a week to 10 days behind on these videos. A lot going on. House is going for sale, so the snowman basement here is going to be no more at some point. With the divorce, got to sell the house because neither one of us can afford to buy the other out. So it's eventually by midsummer. It's this was supposed to be the dream, model railroad layout someday in retirement, and that ain't gonna happen now. So a lot of stuff centering around all that. It's to say it's rough is the biggest understatement. Not just the house, but just the whole, almost 20 years of marriage, just rug yanked out from under your feet, kind of messes everything up. But cards make me happy, but they've taken a back seat a lot, unfortunately. So day 19, of course, is going to be this 75 Cello. I have to get my little goggly things to see who's on the back here. So I have high hopes. I got my card sleeves here. I mean, there doesn't look to be a heck of a lot. I mean, what are there, like 18 to 22 cards in this? It's a legit from Baseball Card Exchange. So this is day 19. That's going to be today. When I flip the camera around, I'll go over the results from day 18. Amazing comments. I love all your guys' stories with, like, so many of you have the same thing where, like, there's a particular card, like for somebody, the 78 Dawson was their first old card. Like for me, the 79 Pete Rose was my first old card as a kid. So, quote old, I mean, in 83 or 82, a 79 Rose seemed ancient. So I'm going to show you what day 20 is. Day 20 is, it's going to be controversial on two fronts, because it is a Christmas rack pack, and it is one that a lot of people are going to freak out should not be opened. And I'm going to tell you why I need to open it. I needed the money for it. I still need the money for it. At a couple of shows, I wanted $10,000 to $11,000 for this pack. I was willing to take as low as $8,000, but people they couldn't quite bite on it. And I can't go lower than that amount, because one of the cards on there is probably worth 3/4 of that after I get it graded and opened out of here. So I'm sorry I got to tear into this. It's more for, like, to me, it's more valuable to open up, get everything graded, sell it off, and maybe it approaches $10,000 worth of cards. This, which I showed, I don't know, 6 months ago, 56 Christmas rack, authenticated by XRPG, the guy who is one of the owners of one of the 2 or 3 legit lots of these. So as you can see, 56 Mantle on the front. We have a 56, what was that, Bauer and Billy Martin, which I do need a nice condition Billy Martin for my 56 set, because my current one is only a 2. And on the back, I should know these. Let's see. We have Carroll, Rizzuto, and I think another Yankee. So all Yankees showing. So you can't assume anything in the middle. I mean, it would be amazing if there was like a Berra or something here, but I'm not going to count on it. But 6 Yankees showing, 6 unknown cards in the middle. I mean, this Mantle, I don't know if it's a 5 or a 6. It's it's worth 3/4 of what I would have taken for this whole pack, and then look at everybody else on here. So I have to open this, and I figured I might as well. I mean, when I laid out all the cards for the 20 days of the Insanity Rip series, I laid them all out, and this way back then, this was day 20. And as I've gotten closer to day 20, I'm like, well, should I still open it? But for me, I have to. I need the funds. I mean, my truck my truck has 341,000 miles on it, and now it needs another $2,200 worth of work. just to get, because I mean, you buy somebody else's used junk these days, you know, you're paying 15 to 20. So I got to dump money into fixing my truck and things. So this is going to get opened, graded, and then these cards, which ones I don't use for my set or need for my set. I already have a mantle and a 3 for my set. So yeah, so that's day 20. That's, again, this is XRPG authenticates a lot of his for a small fee, just to set his aside from all the junk and crap that I've gone over a lot of times, where people are, you know, still putting these together and trying to play them off as the ones that were actually put together at the end of the Topps production runs back in the 50s into 62. So that is day 20. So let's review day 18. Let's open day 19. So day 18 was the 2 cello packs from 78. And I'm gonna tell you the results kind of so when I do the results, I just run down the comments and just tally everybody's votes. And again, amazing comments. I responded to everybody. I really appreciate all the input, the feedback, the thumbs up, everything, you guys. So here's how it went. So this was fun. I mean, so let's see. So Dawson came out swinging, you know, first, second inning. Dawson was ahead 3-1 in votes for your guys' favorite card. So my favorite was the Dawson over these 2 top pulls from the from day 18. And then all of a sudden Rose comes back and knots it up at 3-3 and then pulls ahead 4-3. And then Dawson comes back, jumps all the way from down 4-3 to up 6-4. Then it was 6-5 as far as number of votes. Then it was tied up 6-6. 6 votes for each. Dawson pulls it out with a last vote, 7-6. So 7 votes for your guys' favorite card of last break. 7 votes for Dawson. 6 votes for Rose. So that was the results from the prior rip. So those are gorgeous cards. I'm gonna still set them in the background here. Those were cool. So we're gonna set those back here. We're gonna be optimistic that we're gonna need at least a few stands. Let's get a 4th stand. 75 cello, of course. We're hoping. I mean, there's so many amazing rookies in 75. You have Gary Carter, you have Jim Rice, you have Fred Lynn, Keith Hernandez, Brett and Yount. Gorgeous, valuable Ryan card, Aaron card, Rose card, bench card, 2nd year Winfield, 2nd year Parker. I mean, you can't, one of the most amazing sets ever. It's going to be neat to see what Topps does, because this is going to be their Topps Heritage. It's going to be the 75 design this year. So I don't know how I'm going to do these. I'm going to, you know, since we know the front and the back, let's see what's the back here. The back is Vic Correll. That's right. I think he was a Indian catcher. So later Indians manager. So I don't know who he played catcher for. So I'm going to shut up and we're just going to get into a pack here that's almost 50 years old. Wow. Yeah. Well, it's, you know, enjoy. This is not something that I ever really get to rip, and not, especially in the last, you know, maybe 5 years or so, you don't see much of this ripped online or on YouTube anymore, because it is very expensive now to buy these. But of course, I think I paid, I don't know, very, very much of a fraction of what one of these are now. So for me, it's fun and worth it to get into this. And also there's the PSA special going right now of 60s and 70s cards. Maybe we find something gorgeous out of this that I can get in under the wire for the special they have going at PSA. So we're going to pull this first card to the back because we already know what it is. It was, you know, kind of, sometimes cellos are not that great because they kind of take they're very tightly. You can see how tight that seal was, how brittle the seal, how old plastic was. So this is a very warpy card. It's the, I I don't know who that is on the front, but Dodgers 3-1 over the Pirates in the 74 NLCS. That's kind of a neat card. I mean, we'll put that up. Put that up for now. Let's do a, I'm going to get some more stands just to have a blocker, so it's a surprise for what's coming. I have shot most of my PSA reveal for the 50s. That'll be a fun one. I'm probably post it right after this, and then still have the 70s PSA cards. I haven't even opened the box yet, so that's how it's been kind of just hectic with everything going on. So we are going to do like this, right? All right. Now everything after it's a surprise. I'm going to turn it this way because my eyes, even though, well, that's good news, the gum's kind of loose, so hopefully it didn't destroy anybody. All right, this was a baseball card exchange pack, so it is, legit, or definitely more legit than some of the stuff you're going to find out there. And then here we go. So I know what this back card is. This is the Vic Querelle. This one's not quite as warpy. Ooh, that is sharp. Put on my little model train, look up close at your train's goggles here. That's these things here. These are, someday I'll have a place where I can, maybe I can build an outbuilding and do my dream layout someday. Just get something with some space. But geez, this is cool. Oh, just a little centering issue, but that is gorgeous. That is a stunning card. Yep, he was a catcher. I just remember him as on like an 80s Topps card as the Indians manager. Man, I might be putting all these on stands. All right, next up. Now these are the unknowns. Can't see who that is yet. Who do we have? Jerry Grote, I believe. Another catcher. Oh, it just looks sharp too. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I mean, not gradable, but because of the centering, but a little corner issue there. But look at this. Good golly. That's nice. All right. What do we have here? I can't see yet. We have Don Gullett. Ooh, look at that. Whew. Can imagine what the front's going to look like, huh? Yep. But gee, look at that coloring and corners. Ooh, some weird, blippies on the surface there. Man. All right, come on, centering. Okay, so would I be happy with one Hall of Famer would be more than ecstatic, not, let's get greedy and not like a lower tier Hall of Famer like Don Sutton, but poor Don Sutton takes a beating. Bob Coluccio. It's kind of funny with this card to complete my, I bought a partial 75 set like 10, 12 years ago, and there was a few commons missing, and I vividly remember this and Jim Brewer were a couple of the last ones that I had to just track down raw. So, sharp, off center, not as bad as Mr. Gullett. All right. Next card. A lot of stats. Staub, okay. Oosh. Man, that is a chop job on that. It's like O-Pee-Chee cuts there. Look at that. And that is Topps, huh? All right, Rusty. I didn't know his name was Daniel Joseph. But, yeah, unfortunately. I mean, you can just get lucky and get a pack with whatever cutting they did that day is nice and centered. You can get some that are just butchered like this. So, John Hiller. This guy was a top reliever for years. I think those 17 wins. Yeah, 17 victories in relief. Yeah, there's a highlights of him, I believe, in this set for having that many victories. So John Hiller, again off center, but not as bad. All right. Come on, let's get some background cards. Come on. George Stone. It's a weird something there, huh? Okay, colors are amazing on these though. Pack fresh, huh? Andre Thornton. Early years. First or second year because I believe there's a 74. Yeah, 74 tops he has on a rookie with 4 players. There we go. That's better centering, but still, that's... God, the colors and everything on these are gorgeous, though. Man, let's hit something. Come on. Come on. That's a little butchered down there, huh? What do we got? Who's Jim Ray? Yep, Jim Ray. Tigers, but God, look at just the condition. Man, oh man. Now you see why tens of commons are so expensive, because it's the centering on these pretty much. It's all right. Cliff Johnson. Oof. Cliff got miscut. Man. Yeah, I mean, some packs you're going to get your value out of. I mean, just like the newer stuff. Some you're not, but to me, this is, you know, it's fun to open. It's worth opening. It's fun to share it with you guys. I mean, there's no Insanity Rip series if I didn't go insane and pull out some stuff like this to open, right? Ed Figueroa. I think we're close to the gum, so we're almost half done. Yep, there's the gum. Dang, that was pretty good preserved. So my basement's nice and dry, and however Baseball Card Exchange or wherever they got it from, stored it from. Steve Yeager, okay, there's a name. That's cool. And what's good, look, the gum didn't do much to it, and a lot of times with how tight the cellos are wrapped around the gum, some of these that are right next to the gum are just brutally warped. So this is good. All right, we're in the second half of the pack now. Come on. Come on. Mike Garman. Ooh, this looks like potential centering could be better. Yeah. Oh, it's got a weird cut, though. Still sharp as heck. It's going to be all upgrades, or most of them except the miscut ones, upgrades to my 75 set. Fred Norman. Journeyman pitcher. Well, this means I got to open another one at some point out of my stash, because getting all the commons. Skip Lockwood. All right. So far, nothing. Let's go into PSA. Uh-oh, we're just down to a couple of cards. Larry Haney. Cool action shot. All right, that's it. Yep. Bob Hansen. Well, unfortunately, not the greatest, but well, we know day 20 is going to be better. We're going to be getting a Mantle and a Billy Martin and, you know, all that stuff. But boy, pick your favorite card. Okay, I'll pick my favorite card. Pick your favorite card. Jaeger's kind of cool. Maybe. Huh. Well, Is it going to be the back card just because it's one of the sharper ones? Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, my favorite card, or my pick for best card, boy. Let's call it a, no, I'm not going to call a tie here. Just pick one. Let's pick the Vic Corel. There we go. That's my pick. Hopefully somebody or some of you have, a story with, one of these players. Maybe you like them growing up. Maybe, a lot of people, Staub is their favorite, from back. Look at the colors on that, man. That's the Brett colors right there. Oh, man. That's, that's a nice Jim Ray. I mean, it's a fun rip. I mean, it's fun opening older stuff. If you can get the centering, you get some high-grade stuff. So, I mean, I can't be too sad with this. Pick your favorite card. I'm going to put that as my favorite. And then remember, day 20, we're going to go full insanity here. We're gonna rip this open. I don't know, it might take a while to figure. See, he has these glued. Yeah, I'm going to have to figure out how to get into this. You know what, I might, depending on, I'll start to, like, if I have to crack it and cut into it with some cutters, and if it's taking too long, I'll just clip that part out. So, and then 3 Yankees on the back, and let's hope for more in the middle. All right, you guys. Thank you.